What is up, YouTube, and welcome to this Flash Season 4 trailer breakdown and Comic-Con panel discussion as well. So this is gonna be amazing. This trailer was absolutely stunning. And, well, what did you think? Let me know in the comments. If you're new to the channel, please do drop a like. Please do subscribe as well. But this trailer was just awesome. So it starts off and pretty much it's been confirmed that Iris, at the start of the season, is going to be the team leader for Team Flash, which I kind of find as a bit of an odd decision personally. I kind of think that, well, she worked in a coffee shop, became a journalist for a bit, and then suddenly kind of like didn't do any of that again. And then she is suddenly, once again, the leader of Team Flash. I'm not sure how I feel about that, but from a storytelling standpoint, it kind of makes a bit of sense because obviously Barry is gone into the Speed Force, and that is it. She is mourning him. She's upset about everything that's happened, but she's stepping up, and she's stepping up to be the team leader for the Flash. And, well, we actually have some very, very curious parts here as we see a samurai, and then we see Caitlin. What? Now, last we saw, Killer Frost just didn't want to take the cure for her disease, and, well, we're not sure if Caitlin Snow is actually back fully, and the cast actually kind of hint towards the fact that, well, it might not actually be her, and that is someone who could be a bit of a kind of a misnomer and a red herring here, in the fact that she's actually back. But I find it really weird that they kind of just bring her back and her hair's not white. She's maybe taken the cure, or she has actually found a grasp on her powers, and it's quite a big thing that she's here with this gun, just like, okay, what's up guys, yeah, let's go. But she's also as well at the training facility as well later on in this trailer. But we have Peekaboo again. I did kind of drop the news that she was returning to the show, and I can't help but think that this is going to be like an unofficial Rogues season. I think that what is actually happening is that we see people escape from the tunnel. We see Peekaboo as well, like I said, and I think that a lot of these characters are actually escaping from Star Labs, and we will see the new Team Flash, led by Iris, having to actually deal with all of these people escaping into Central City. So I guess they're kind of giving us the Rogues by stealth, which would have been nice to actually have them properly. But what we have here is, of course, Vibe, Cisco, and the Flash, Kid Flash, having to deal with these new threats here in Central City, which is one of the samurais made by Baron Katana as well. And this is pretty much the first episode, I think. I think this is the first episode, and this is why Wally West actually puts on the suit. We see this villain go around and he's asking for the Flash, but then we see Wally put on the red suit and kind of hint towards the Flash is back, and he'll have to actually fight these samurais with that red suit on. That is why he actually has that on. But that is a really cool kind of thing. I think this villain looks really cool. The outfit looks badass. The sword is pretty freaking dope as well, to be honest. And like I said before, we had Caitlin here at the test facility. And what is really, really curious here is Cisco managed to get lock on Barry in the Speed Force. So they seem to be actually able to really kind of get a grip on where he actually is in the Speed Force, and we see him running throughout everything. I'm not sure what's actually going on here. Why is he running throughout like the underground and everything here? It doesn't really make a lot of sense, to be honest, which is a bit of a shame. But it would be nice to actually know what's going on here a bit more in depth. It looks really cool, to be honest. It does look really cool. I can't help but think the CGI looks a bit wonky on Grant Gustin's suit here. Now, this is assuming that it's actually Barry running here and not, obviously, Wally West wearing that suit, wearing red suit, to be honest. Really strange, but I guess he is locked in the Speed Force, and, well, maybe that is bleeding into this world. I don't actually know. Now, as well, it does seem like they are using the sort of lightning rod, which is what actually gave us the return of our friend Wally West in DC Rebirth. He was able to use Barry Allen as his lightning rod and get back to where he was. And Jay Garrick also tried to do that in the Button storyline, but it didn't actually work because the connection wasn't actually that strong. So I kind of expect that Iris West will be his lightning rod so he can return there. Although I did mention that he is in sort of speeds to heaven, so I'm not too sure how that will actually work in the show. As well as this, they also said that the show, it will be a lot more light-hearted. It'll be going back to kind of the first season where it's a lot more fun after possibly the darkest season of any Arrowverse show yet, to be honest. And I'm glad they're kind of going towards that season 1 fun kind of thing, which I absolutely loved and fell in love with the show. Hopefully we see her actually have and grow a relationship with Cisco. But her father is coming. Her father, really, she didn't probably have a father in the comics, but she has a father here, obviously, on Earth 19, and that person is being played by Danny Trejo. I think I pronounced his name correctly there. But Machete, Spy Kids, every completely badass movie, Danny Trejo is in it, and it works. I can't wait to see how he will actually be involved in the show and where he will actually come into this. I expect we probably will actually have the kind of episode where we go back to Earth 19, and then we will see what is going on there and see what Earth 19 is actually like. Hopefully we will actually also see the Accelerated Man, hopefully in some way, shape or form. But we have confirmation. The worst kept secret. The Thinker is the villain for the season, and he will be he's portrayed by Neil Sandlands, who is a character in The 100, which is a fantastic show. If you haven't seen it, highly, highly worth checking out. But if you don't know who that is, Clifford DeVoe, aka The Thinker, he used thinking cap to gain powers and later became sentient and kind of had his mind put into computers, but he is helped by the Mechanic. So the Mechanic is seemingly a new character this season. It's not someone who we've actually encountered properly in the comics before. So also as well, they've mentioned that we're not going to actually be getting time travel. And it was funny that a question was asked at the panel when they were asked how can Savitar actually exist, and they're not actually going to have, obviously, time travel this season. So thank God they're not doing more time travel. I think they've probably done that to death. However, I'm a bit apprehensive to see how this season will actually go, to be honest. I'm not too sure where they're going to go with it. I mean, having Iris as the team manager for Team Arrow, I'm not too sure. I'm not sure if I'm happy with that. The whole casting for the Thinker, we thought we were going to have Syrio Farrell from Game of Thrones, which would have been really interesting. But having Danny Trejo looks good. But the trailer did actually look good. I think it looks pretty badass, and I'm excited to see where this goes. And the whole thing with Cisco and Kid Flash working together, I think that is going to be a lot of fun, even if we haven't got Barry on the team full time. But that is it for this video. Please do drop a like, please do subscribe, and I'll see you soon, and goodbye.